my god! It's a Twin Blades variant. There's a Maelstrom on the backside. Phantom's picking up more kills, finds Andrew as well. It's a triple. Oh, look at Tahaka. Finds the Abathur top lane 6. Great Ring of Frost connecting onto 4 members. We might have a comeback for the ages. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Will they be able to escape? ETC does fall. What a counter attack by Regen Red, and he's gonna barely get away with his friggin' teleport ability. Holy shit! That was really spicy. Oh my goodness, what am I doing here? It's Tuesday night. I'm back at it with another Heroes of the Storm match here in Nexus Gaming Series. Tonight it's Division A, it's the Dread Pirates, and it's Lionspeed. Quarterfinals. This is the bottom sector of your brackets. I believe this is the number 4 seed. No, that's not right. This is the number 2 seed Dread Pirates up against the number 7 seed Lionspeed tonight. Let me just triple confirm that. Oh, I lied. It's the number 3 Dread Pirates up against number 6 Lionspeed. Everyone's here in this lobby. So what happened tonight, they didn't have a caster. I got messaged like literally last minute. I didn't make it to the draft. They already drafted the heroes, and I have no idea what I'm looking at here. So I'm going to try to write it down quickly in my book, and I'll let you guys see what's going on when we're loading in here. Actually, might as well just get this going. Dread Pirates are going to be on the left-hand side tonight. And we got Lionspeed over on the right. So we see Junkrat, Lucio, Zagara, Rexar, and Diablo. Sorry, I'm writing these in my book as I'm reading them. Anub, Varian, Liming, Hanzo, and Stukov. Alright, I'm all caught up. Hopefully you all are caught up. We're here on Dragon Shire. Dread Pirates on the left, Lionspeed on the right. You've seen these draft picks now. Let me know who you think in chat who's going to win this. Hashtag DP or hashtag Lion in chat right now. Let me know. I see Taki in chat. What's going on? A big thank you for stopping in late. I had no intentions of being here tonight, and, you know, here we are, and here we go. Game number 1, Dragon Shire over on the left-hand side. We got the Dread Pirates, Mystic up front playing that Lucio. We got Bat Mary on the Rexar, Stir Stiggles playing Junkrat, slithering one on Zagara. Oh, that's a good name for that hero. And the Lurker on Diablo, who will hopefully be lurking around for their sake. Ladies and gentlemen, Dread Pirates. And over on the right-hand side in red, we got the competitors coming in at number 6 in the regular season. They are Lionspeed. We got Patches on Liming. Star Fox 64 playing the Nubrak Glaucus. Going to be on the Hanzo. Wait, that's not Hanzo. That is the Varian. That's not Varian. That is... Who are you? Is that Liming? Oh, that's Stukov. Holy moly. UMN Devo playing the Hanzo, and there's Big Wiz on the Variant. Sorry about that. I couldn't figure out what the heck hero that was. Zoom out here a minute as we check out this action and the level 1 talents. I see some of your votes starting to come in. Hollis is here tonight. Hashtag Lion. Rooting for Lionspeed here. But up top, we see Rexar getting the early start in this top lane, getting some of that wave clear. Big Wiz going to show up, but of course, Varian, not much of a hero here. Not at least he gets his level 4 talent. So Rexar should have an easy time throughout most of the game, unless if that's some sort of Twin Blades build, but I have no idea what Varian's going to want to pull out. But this is quite the composition. A Zagara rotating in the 4-man along with Dread Pirates. And this Varian, really a wild card. I'm curious to see what direction he's going to go. We do see him start, though, with that High King's Quest, which might signal, dare I say it, Twin Blades. Bottom lane Shrine active in 15 seconds. Diablo standing near this Bruiser pit. And I do believe now I'm noticing, and excuse me for not noticing sooner, but this is that new Dragon Shire. I haven't been here yet, and I'm wondering if these teams just wanted to be here to try out the new reskin D-Shire. It looks pretty fresh now that I'm actually paying attention to what's going on. You see up top a lot more green up here. Looks pretty. I like it. Inside the lane, oh, Rexar. Bring that Misha in onto Varian. Big Wiz still not at level 4. Really struggling to keep this XP bar up, so wondering if he's going to have to call someone up for help. Stukov at the mid lane. We're going to slowly crawl down here and see Zagara retreating inside her creep. Slithering one now in a silence, and this is first blood of the game. It's got to be very low, and there she goes. Zagara is down. Starfox64 in trouble. Lucio in chase, but the supporting from Stukov will be enough to keep him alive. 1-0 on the board now for Lionspeed. Night, I see you in chat. How's it going? Thank you for stopping in tonight and being a participant in chat. Appreciate all the love. Stukov getting that soak at mid right now. It's Glaucus. As his team is holding on to bottom, still struggling up top against that Rexar is Varian. But I think they're content here, just playing it a bit slow. They have this range with the Hanzo and the Li Ming that they're able to poke back the Diablo for a while, but finally the Lurker's like, nah, I'm coming in, my dude. I'm coming in, I'm getting it. But the rotations on Zagara could be the second kill on Slithering one in just about 2 minutes here. And there she goes, Zagara down for the second time. But in control of both of the shrines right now will be the Dread Pirates. Big Wiz gotta play aggressive. And excuse me for not showing you this yet, but he did go the Twin Blades. Of course, you can see it up at the top of your screen up here. But Twin Blades was the pick from Big Wiz, and this should help a bit on the Rexar, but does he have enough healing in his kit yet? I don't think it's there. But level 7 nearby, and Varian will get that additional tool. Here comes Diablo into the bush, impaled from a Nubrek, but the Shadow Charge into the wall. No follow-up from either team. Really, the poke damage from Junkrat is not going to be nearly enough to get a kill on any of these heroes. It's going to take a rotation from something, and Zagara is really not it either. I'm just struggling to see where the kill potential is here for the Dread Pirates, and you know, if they can't find kills until level 10, then that's fine, but maybe it's time for Lionspeed to recognize it, play aggressive, and here they come. They're going to get the kill on Diablo, and that's exactly what they needed. Checking up top, and it's Varian bullying off Misha. 2 shrines in control of Varian, who's wrapping around there. Here's mid. A Nubrak nearby. Zagara's so great at poking this out, so some sort of help's going to have to come down. But it's going to be too little too late. Misha back on the point up top. And we're at a neutral state once again here. 4.5 minutes in on Dragonshire. It's going to be almost a full level lead built up here by Lionspeed, who are looking really good in this early game. But does that change at level 10? Is anything in this kit going to make a difference? What does Zagara go? Is it a Maw? Is it Nidus Network? And if it is Nidus Network, how are they going to use that to value? They're going to have to rotate down that Rexar eventually, but we'll see. It can be great here on Dragonshire getting onto these points, but is Zagara enough in the team fights? Will end up being the question. Sorry, T-Tors on that one. First kill of the game for the Dread Pirates. They find Hanzo at mid, and now the rotation coming down bottom, Diablo and Lucio. And they should be able to control this bottom point, knowing they have this little advantage. Zagara's still hanging out mid, but she's just getting that XP that they need to catch up from that lead that Lionspeed had started throughout the early portion of this game. That's going to be it for now. Still holding on to that top is Varian. That Mary sitting on about 15% mana, grabbing a globe there on Rexar. But can really be a difference maker to play that Rexar. If you don't have the mana to get your heal, Misha can be somewhat squishy at times. Of course, you don't have the stun to help heal if anyone engages on you. And something like a Varian, that can be on top in a moment. So Rexar's got to play it safe, and the Misha's really all he's got. Level 10s for both teams about to click in at the same time. Here you go. On the screen will be that web wrap cocoon from the Anubarak. Swipes from Mr. Stukov. Disintegrate from Li Ming. Dragon's Arrow, of course, Hanzo. Riptire. Barrier. That's the Nidus Network from Zagara. That was a question mark from me, and I believe that is the Bestial Wrath. Yes, from Rexar. Here's going to be a burrow charge in from Star Fox, but the return engage from Diablo, dropping that lightning breath. Here comes the Riptire. Might be able to chase Patches down, but he's going to get some of that bio kill switch action from Stukov. Glaucus keeping Leeming alive. Still in the pits, a Nubrak burrow charge away. Star Fox being pulled back in and stunned into that wall. Now without burrow charge, has to use Cocoon, but there's a great concussion mine, keeping him in the pit. I don't know if Star Fox is getting out, but yeah, he will. He will get out. Not enough kill potential. Zagara hanging out mid that entire time. Let's check out what she's done. The wall's down. That's about it. A couple Nidus hanging out around mid, but really not too much going here after those kills, after the action, and it's still even, and maybe now starting to slowly favor Dread Pirates in blue here because they've gotten some of these front walls down. And maybe they can parlay it into getting some of these wells down, which should make a difference in holding on to these shrines, as neither team able to get a Dragon Knight here past our 7-minute and 30-second mark in the game. Zagara with great control of mid, but Sonic Arrow going to be used here by Hanzo, clearing up some of that creep, only finding 2 with it. And back down bottom, still Dread Pirates in control up here. Sorry about that, had to take a sip of water. Cruiser Camp is pushing up top, and this is really the first time we've seen Varian at this low of health. And Rexar is looking good to be pushing on this wall, but first they're going to pick up the point. There is a camp invade potentially about to happen down here as Junkrat and Lucio grabbing that siege camp, but no one saw it. They want Zagara again, and once again she will fall. 3rd death of the game for her. And 4th overall kill here for Lionspeed, who are up 4-1, but down in XP right now, ever so slightly. 13's almost here. Anubarak moving on to this point. Let's look at these level 13 talents being clicked in by both sides. Here's Diablo trying to get inside of this shrine, but not able to walk all the way in. Ends up pulling out a Nubrak. There's the Cocoon on Lucio. No barrier available now for Diablo, and the Disintegrate right on top. The Lurker might be going down, and he does. It's going to be a big fat calamity to the face from Patches, picking up that kill on Diablo, resetting the souls. And that should help out. 5th kill of the game now for Lionspeed, looking pretty confident, stepping on top with Varian. Here comes Misha trying to hold it, and she'll be able to. Zagara nearby now, dropping in some of her abilities. But Varian's going to be able to walk away, but not before gaining control for his team, so we're still sitting here with no dragons yet. And hey, this is new Dragon Knight. We want to see it, teams. Come on, show us the dragon. The Lurker, you don't have HP right now, my man. You can't be here. There's the Dragon's Arrow. Burrow charge in, but still not enough follow-up there. Weren't quite able to get the job done, but pretty good effort. We'll give him A+ for effort. Stukov, the one relegated to getting this soak at mid, doesn't have the strongest of wave clear, so Hanzo going to come up with an explosive arrow here. Down on bottom, it was Diablo charging in on a Nubarak, but Concussion Mine may be playing to the benefit that time of Lionspeed. Here comes the Riptire. Star Fox slow, getting booped back by Lucio. Big explosion, but he has some of his own armoring coming. And now the re-engagement happening. Star Fox looking for it. Drops the web wrap on Diablo. The barrier's still available. I don't know if that was the target Star Fox wanted, but it's the one they ended up getting. There's the lightning breath. Diablo low. Might not end up falling because everyone's starting to back up from Lionspeed. Still no kills in the fight. And that's how the fight's gonna end. An exchange of heroics and nothing more. Up top, it's Varian still trying to deal with the Rexar. Big Wiz having to back up. You can thank Big Wiz for getting me to cast this game tonight, by the way. Sent me the last minute DM on Discord. Shout out to Big Wiz. Here we go. Is this like our first neutral camp of the game? I think it is. First attempt down here. Looks like it will be going over to Dread Pirates. Not much of a contest around. The Nubrak's near, but not going to get here. Wow, I missed that. Second P-Tours of the game. Murda. Start keeping track because 2 kills have been missed. We've only had 7 kills in the game. And hey, both the kills, they belong to Dread Pirates. So gotta keep an eye on these guys. They're sneaky. They're finding kills in rotations and ganking successfully. And they've gotten themselves the 16 advantage for a couple moments thanks to it. And maybe a Dragon Knight. Zagara nearby. Here's Lucio trying to boop away that Li Ming. And slithering into the Dragon. First of the game, almost 12 minutes in. It belongs to the Dread Pirates. Now the question is, how much destruction can this brand new Dragon Knight get? And let me zoom in just a bit, get the details on this guy. Looking sharp, my man. Working on mid first, and that's going to be down rather quickly. The rest of Dread Pirates working down bottom away from the Dragon Knight, so should end up being two separate forts. There's a big boot on a Nubrak Impale to keep Diablo nearby, but he should be able to charge this if he wanted. They're not going to take it, though. And they don't end up taking that fort either, so it's just one structure during that objective phase. Not too bad, and oh my god, I was so close to being there. I saw it happening. Please. Does that count as 3, guys? Oh my god, Dread Pirates, I'm sorry. I'm so bad. I feel horrible. 3 kills, 3 misses from me. But there's a camp take. Siege camp down bottom, trying to finish off that bottom fort that they just started. And Zagara is starting to get value with this Nidus. I mean, she's not keeping it too far away, but she's able to use it for her mana, not having to go back. She's able to get over to this bruiser camp pretty easily, which is helping out. And that's exactly where I think she's headed right now. We'll see. Yeah, there goes Slithering One onto this bruiser camp. Diablo going to rotate up to mid. Actually, are they making another rotation here onto patches? I'm keeping an eye on you now, Dread Pirates. I don't know. They're not taking it. Zagara does take that bruiser camp. Rexar still up top, trying to slam some minions into this fort. And the forts mean so much here, and those wells even so much on Dragonshire, trying to stand on these temples. You need those retreat points. And it's going to give so many more avenues of this aggressive rotation and gank attempts that Dread Pirates have been pulling out throughout the game, especially up top. Now Varian at a lot more risk. They can't see the rotation coming through mid at all anymore with that fort down, and I'm expecting Dread Pirates to use it to success here in this second objective phase. Just 5 seconds away now. I was waiting for 5. There it is. So expect Dread Pirates to have some sort of advantage here, but a Nubrak not wanting to waste time. Burrow charge and drops the cocoon also onto the Junkrat. Sir Stiggles, though, look at that disintegrate on his face. Patches getting the first kill of the fight. Doesn't find a reset, but hey, if you're Lionspeed, that's exactly what you wanted, exactly what you needed, and time to capitalize right now. They got to send Varian back up top, where Rexar still standing there, but maybe they just want to get a structure. I don't know. I think you got to try to get this dragon right here, right now. You might not get another opportunity before level 20. Almost 19 and a half already here for Dread Pirates. So, I don't know. Storm Talents, is it swinging around enough that I think it does. And look what Rexar's doing. He's like, fine, you guys get a fort, I get a fort. Fair trade. I don't see the value there for Lionspeed, unfortunately, but it's not over yet. Junkrat just now respawning. We're back at even strength on both sides. There is a neutral camp available down bottom, going to be scouted out here by Hanzo, and looks like they'll start to rip it. Yeah, there they go. Stukov going to hold the vision, or Minion Wave really holding the vision fine in that lane. They're not worried at all. Varian's making the rotation down to make sure he's nearby in case this fight breaks loose. The Dread Pirates, all they do is check the siege camp. A little late to make it down to the bruiser, and here comes the siege camp indeed from Lionspeed. Diablo nearby might charge in on this. Look for Delurker to take it. No, he's not. Just a little bit too late. Didn't want to pull the trigger, even though level 20 talents are here, and they are up on your screen. Take a look, viewers at home. Still a half level away from Big Wiz and the rest of Lionspeed from reaching that Storm Talent tier. A Nubrak in a tough spot, surrounded by blue. He's trying to kill that Nidus network, but Starfox in a rough spot. finds his team. Riptire not gonna kill him. Still alive is a Nubrag, but a triple stun by Misha, trying to lock everyone in. Swipes from Stukov, resetting the fight, and everyone's outside of the length of that lightning breath. A wasted ult from Diablo. But was it wasted? Because it zoned out Lionspeed. Here's the second Dragon Knight of the game, but check down bottom. This is a huge push coming out from all these camps, all these catapults. And that might get a keep on the other side, but Dread Pirates, they're committed. Or are they sending back Misha? Rexar gonna clear up bottom, trying to maintain possession of their keep in bottom lane as the Dragon Knight pushing in here up against 5 enemy heroes, taking a lot of damage, and looks like it won't get a keep. Neither side ends up with a keep, and you know, maybe Lionspeed ends up with a better deal because this one's sitting at about 95% health. On the other side, I can tell you it's at least 75%. As Zagara in trouble again. A Nubrag missing the burrow charge though, but the follow-ups here. There's the kill. A reset for leaving. A cocoon dropped on Diablo. More damage coming out. It's Misha stuck in the silence and killed. 1.5 kills there. Lucio's gonna survive, or will he? The play of the game from and Devo, and I'm not just talking about the level 20 talent. That might be the actual play of the game. They find another kill, make it 3.5. Here come Lionspeed trying to close out Dragonshire 18 minutes in. This keeps in trouble, but they don't have a minion wave for at least a little bit. They're going to push in here. Plenty of time. Rexar's got to do it by himself. Junkrat's pretty strong in this defense, but he doesn't have a Riptire. A big tool in trying to get this clump destroyed, and I don't know if they have enough in the tank here. Variant Twin Blades on the core. Big win. Getting the job done. Lionspeed about to lock home game number 1 here on Dragonshire. Whew. All right. That was a game number 1. Certainly didn't appear to be favoring either side too heavily. I mean, first to 20 was Dread Pirates. First to get both objectives, Dread Pirates. But no, Lionspeed, they stayed tenacious. That defense onto that Dragon Knight. Very fortunate that they had that huge push in the bottom, sending Rexar back. Was it a mistake from Lionspeed? Took the 18-19 minutes to find out, but it's Lionspeed on top, game number 1. Here's the talents before we go to our first break. I gotta say once again, huge thank you for you guys stopping in tonight. I know this was last minute notice rather, but you guys made it here. You're in the right spot, and stay tuned. Game number 2 up next. Alright. Hey guys, we are back. I'm here in lobby. The hell's that noise? Do you guys hear that? Oh my god, is something leaking? What the? Hold on. I have like an actual emergency right now, guys. What the literal hell? There's a huge drip right behind me right now. No, not ready, guys. Something is leaking from my neighbor's house. Big emergency. I'm gonna need to go on a pause break and run upstairs and talk to my neighbor. Okay, be right back. Alright, hold on. Look at this. Here's my caster cam. Can you guys see this up here? You see that wet spot in my ceiling? You see that? It's dripping right behind me. I've now got a bucket down here. Can you see this bucket? Like, this is real talk, guys. I'm not lying to you. There's a leak coming from my ceiling right now, right behind me. There's my green screen. I was like, what is that, like, noise? I thought it was like a fan in my PC. This thing is leaking, like, right behind me in my living room into this bucket. But we're gonna play some freaking Heroes of the Storm. That's how much I love you guys. I knocked on my neighbor's door. She's obviously not trying to help me out, so rip my ceiling, apparently. Figure it out tomorrow. But here we go. Game number 2. And game number 1 went over to the number 6 seed Lionspeed. How did that happen? They took it late on Dragonshire. That's how it happened. They're going to be first to ban here. And looks like we're on Towers of Doom. I didn't even look at that yet. I'm all over the place right now. I have no idea what's going on. Completely bizarre. Recyclic says, Murda, we don't want to see the wet spot. Okay, fine. I won't show it to you, Rick. Ana and Sylvanas banned by Lionspeed. And now we see Jaina and a Nubrak banned by Dread Pirates. These are coming in pretty quickly. And first to pick a real hero, it's going to be Lionspeed with Falstead. They want to prioritize some global here on Towers of Doom, a map that can be pretty useful when you have it, but Falstead, the prioritization, a little bit interesting there. Not the Dahaka, who, you know, I happen to love him here. Can be countered out by something like a Malthael pretty easily. We'll see. There is the Malthael for Batmary. And Lucio played pretty well in game number 1, was Mystic. Had to deal with that web wrap, which was a big pain, but got a few good barriers off. We'll see if he can replicate that effort here in game number 2. Back on the clock here with Lionspeed. They go with ETC and Leeming. They had this Leeming in game number 1 for patches. That worked out for him. Calamity got a big fat kill in the end. And ETC, we haven't seen him yet, as this drip is picking up pace behind me once again. Oh my god. Wow. This is some quality HOTS content, says Hollis. Yeah, it's quality. I'm keeping up with the NA production values you're used to. I am wearing my HGC shirt right now, so maybe I'm like bound for some bad juju here. I hope not. Final ban coming in from Lionspeed. It's going to be Diablo, who was a bit of a menace in game number 1. Yeah, it's picking up pace again. It's got me worried. Like, the thing that really has me worried is it's like right above my head, right? Like, how bad is this leak going to end up being? Like, hopefully the whole ceiling doesn't collapse on me. Maybe I just scoot forward a little bit. Junkrat and Farian selected by Dread Pirates. Maybe I should just turn the camera up there the whole time. I don't know. Okay, so Varian game number 1 was played by Lionspeed. It you know, it wasn't like the greatest thing out. God, thank you for the bits. Appreciate it, Archeesy. But it wasn't really the variant that was like the trouble, because I thought Misha did a good job keeping him in check, especially up on that shrine, but you know, got a couple of kills with it, and maybe late game was too much of an issue. There's the Zul'jin pickup, so a lot of auto attacks, a very light composition here with just the Varian showing as a bruiser. I'm assuming it's going to have to be that taunt. So look for the guillotine combo. Look for some last rites as well. Maybe that Riptire, of course, getting some value. The Rhaegar and Muradin on the other side. We haven't seen this combination since 2016. So they're rejoining NGS here in the Season 6 playoffs. Quarterfinals, Division A. Lionspeed gonna rock it out. These water drops are starting to plunk now. Can you guys hear it? I hear it. Maybe it's like an ASMR stream a bit. Let me turn up my gain a bit. Can you hear it? All right, enough fun, enough games. Actually, not enough games. I got you a game. Game number 2, Towers of Doom on the left-hand side. Game 1 losers, but the number 3 seed in Division A right now. They are Dread Pirates. Mystic on Lucio for the second game. Bat Mary on the Malthael. Slithering 1, switching over to Zul'jin. Sir Stiggles going to be playing that Junkrat for the second time. And Lurker on a tank you don't see every day. It's going to be Varian. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Dread Pirates. Over on the right-hand side in red, we got the Game 1 winners. Lionspeed, Big Wiz on the ETC. UMN Devo playing Falstead. Glaucus on Rhaegar. Star Fox 64 on Muradin. And Patches for the second game in a row. Picking up that Star Princess Li Ming. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Lionspeed. Level 1 Talentos on the screen right now. There's a concussion mine to not much avail from Sir Stiggles. Flight up top, not interrupted. Falstead going to try to get that XP early. You know, always weird seeing the fight, but yeah, Falstead's not leaving this lane anytime soon here on Towers of Doom. So fine using it there and helping his team out at mid while he could. Rotation. Let's see who's this going to favor. I mean, Li Ming, not necessarily known for superior wave clear. So they might struggle a bit as you see this push happening onto the bottom wall. No one nearby. Zul'jin going to pop some traits and try to get some damage in. And they will. They get a considerable portion done onto that top tower. Even a few more grenade launchers from Junkrat. Going to bring it down to about, oh, we'll say 10% health. Fair enough. Rhaegar trying to work on this camp, but Varian has it scouted. The Lurker surrounded by a couple tanks. There's ETC with the power slide. Stormbolt also going to connect, but the Lurker is safe. Still not a level 4. Still not a tank. We talked about Varian in game number 1, going to struggle early. Game number 2, maybe even more, because they don't have a front line. And early game, I'd love to see this Muradin and this ETC start pressuring out this team. Don't let them in your face. They don't have any way to peel you off. Just make sure you get your Li Ming damage in. But ETC staying mid. He's not anywhere nearby, and it's a 4v3 bottom lane, which will end up favoring, especially after that concussion mine, Dread Pirates. Malthael doing a fantastic job of double soaking. Falstead's got these all the way back at the wall, but I think he wants this intentionally here. A little bit of XP being missed right now by Dread Pirates as Big Wiz soaking mid. Falstead's in the top. And still 3 heroes down bottom for Lionspeed. They have a slight lead here. We'll call it a quarter level. Level 4. And let me show you those talents. Haven't shown them to you quite yet. Concussion mine in a good spot, but that Dwarf Toss pretty nifty, hopping right over top. Wall down, that one tower that they started earlier down, and they're still pressuring in here this bottom wall. And with those minions down there, you're not going to be able to push all the way in. But, I mean, that thing, next wave, it's got to go down. ETC going to come down in response, especially with this altar activating here in just 5 more seconds. Big Wiz power slide on Varian. There's going to be the big orb from Li Ming. Concussion mine knocking Rhaegar closer, but not any sort of follow-up here quite yet. We do see at level 4, it is that taunt from Varian. We'll see if he has a target in mind. But it's this pretty spooky proposition to walk in here. I mean, it's double tank in your face, Muradin and ETC, and there you go. It's finally going to be picked up by Glaucus. 2 altars belong to Lionspeed, just the one for Dread Pirates, and it's a 4-shot lead on these cores early. 3.5 in on Towers to do. Falstead still keeping this lane manipulated. You see some of these minions dying. Actually, Malthael going to be just in range for one of those. But that was getting pretty close. At level 4, he did go die alone, but, you know, is he spending enough time in any of these lanes? He's having a double soak. I don't know how much value he's necessarily getting from that talent right now. In a team fight, might be able to find an isolated target, but it's a little bit harder in those team fights. We'll see what heroic he's thinking. I've seen a little bit of Tormented Souls since the rework, but then again, I saw a video from Fan that was on Reddit today. It just makes me laugh at, like, how useless Malthael can be in general with just his trait stacking. I don't know. Until Tormented Souls does something else passive, it's never going to be worth it. Good invade here by Lucio, charging in Concussion Mine. And that's going to be a successful camp steal for the team that doesn't even have a freaking tank outside of this Varian. Good job there by Dread Pirates. Now looking for ETC. Charge in from Lucio. He uses his jump forward. Big Wiz might fall, and he does. Second kill of the game for Dread Pirates, and had a good time. Alter activating in 25 seconds. Still looking for more. Is Varian. This Rhaegar pretty low, but he'll be okay. 12 seconds now for this Altar to activate, and position still gonna favor Dread Pirates. They're looking for this fort, and they might actually get it. Zul'jin doing a lot of damage here, popped his trait, and there it goes. Taken away, fort down. Altar still here. Sir Stiggle says, I will certainly start that click for my team, and there they go. That's gonna give them a one-shot lead here. 32-31. Favoring the Dread Pirates. So they're going to stay down in this bottom lane, try to control it, keep that control, make sure they keep 5 shots every altar, and give these sappers a chance to push across lanes later on when they start spawning. Junkrat's going to be able to do a pretty easy job along with this Zul'jin in keeping these minions from approaching the fort. They can do so much damage from a distance with those twin blades like that Zul'jin throws out. Of course, the grenade launcher from Junkrat doing a considerable amount of splash damage. He's stacking up that taste for explosions, only at 21 stacks thus far. But the longer they can stay here just teeing off on these 3, he's going to keep that going up. There you see 4 on just 2 grenades. And maybe we want to check in. It's ETC trying to find that level 10. His heroic pick's going to be something to look at. I think it might actually end up being the stage dive. We see him split out so often. Of course, at level 4, he got the loudspeakers and echo pedal, so I think that'll help him be split out in the solo just fine. And there it is. Stage dive was selected. Malthael hanging out here, uses the last rites, but ETC, oh, thought he kept himself up. And it will be credited as a last right stack for the Malthael, so good job there. Finding the kill. Altar's activating and now chasing down Falstead up top. That's all he's going to get. Just one little wave on top. 2 altars will be spawning on top. I'll try to keep them both in our vision here as our teams are coming up. Sappers will be pushing from left to right in favor of the blue team. They're actually going to look for a second camp along with it as Malthael, he's all by himself trying to cap this. Here comes Falstead. Interrupt is there with his lightning rod, but here comes Lucio trying to boop UMN Devo away. The rest of Lionspeed showing up, but not in time. There go 5 more shots. And here comes 6 sappers bottom lane. Only Muradin here to try to clear. And at mid, a fight breaking out. That's Rhaegar potentially in trouble, but he hops back into wolf form, running away. Here's Leeming down bottom, using Disintegrate on these sappers. That should be successful on a full clear of all 6 of these. Unless if Junkrat has anything to say about it. The gust is now here from Falstead. He's made the switch down from the top lane. Stage dive coming from ETC. Not really in a good spot. Early ancestral heal. No kills either side yet as the Lurker getting the barrier. Varian's going to be safe. He did go with that shield wall at level 10. Note that, of course, will be a useful tool for Varian trying to keep himself alive. As the Avatar was also popped, here comes the Rip Tire. I don't know if that's getting anything that time, Sir Stiggles. Malthael still double soaking on a Pale Horse. He's been around this map up and down, keeping this bottom lane soaked. And, You know, I've been talking about XP. Let's look at some of this XP. 10,000 right now for Malthael. Only 7,700 for Falstead. Now almost approaching the 8,000 mark there. Bottom lane still in control of Dread Pirates. And this is exactly the game plan you want to exploit here on Towers of Doom. Keeping Li-Ming back at a distance. And again, with the double tank, with that Rhaegar, it's so hard to push in. You don't really have the siege damage outside of the Li-Ming, and potentially the Falstead if he can come up. He's only at 26 stacks on his seasoned marksman, so a little bit of time until he's more threatening. Malthael on a pale horse, he's going to be able to run away quickly at that. As the channel going to start here, Sir Stiggles looking to throw out even more, but the stage dive on top going to negate that from happening. Big Wiz now on an island by himself. Flight coming down from Falstead. Still has his gust and will use it right into that disintegrate, but at a great time. He pops the Tazdingo. Finally falls, but takes Li-Ming with him. Good job by Zul'jin. Fight still here. We still have a last rites from Malthael, the only heroic left outside of this Riptire, coming out late from Junkrat, avoiding that boomerang, exploding only onto one ETC. Here comes the Varian, but no taunt quite yet. Big Wiz will be safe. Altar's still active. Hero's about to respawn. Li-Ming in 3. We got the Zul'jin in 5. And this might take the full distance until they get back here. Ancestral back online. The disintegrates here when Li-Ming can rejoin the fight. Still no portal over to mid, so Li-Ming gonna have to take the longer path to get here. Malthael may be in trouble, but no Varian. He says, I want you here. Get here, team. Can we get a kill? No, they're just too tanky right now. Without these heroics online, only the last rites, they gotta be able to whittle them down somehow. The taste for explosion still stacking up from Junkrat, but is it enough? Maybe it is. Rhaegar using the Ancestral before the last rites hit. Great job by him, keeping himself alive. That healing totem now popped on the back, but not in a good spot for Murden. He's being chased down by Varian. Still holding the point area is going to be Dread Pirates, and that might be enough, but are there taps? ETC has stage dive, so he's trying to hearth, but it's just going to be too late. Finally grabbed in 5 more shots, and look at this, a Sapper camp for Dread Pirates. A big turn there. And Riptire going to be used just to push them back, making sure this fort stays in their possession. Taunt onto Murden, but he pops Avatar in time. Stop by 64 low, and so is Zul'jin using that Tazdingo yet again. Barrier this time stacked on top. That'll keep him alive. Big Wiz also keeping himself alive with just 100 health. Power Slide was enough to get back to safety, but now it's Sappers in the face. Only this Murden low on mana as a tank trying to defend. Falstead coming down, has the gust. There's the stage dive from ETC. Now Power Slide again on Varian. The Lurker in trouble, getting gusted back towards the wall, and it's Falstead first to fall. 1-for-1 trade, so good counter by Dread Pirates, and might actually get more patches low. Star Fox low. Okay, just a 1-for-1, but a lot of excitement, a lot of fun there. And it's a 10-shot lead currently for Dread Pirates as we can start to take a breath, maybe a sip of water here, Murda. Speaking of water, I'm looking above me and it looks like that drip may have stopped. So that's good news. Maybe my neighbor woke up from her beauty sleep. Triple altar phase 20 seconds away, and you know, that's the kind of situation you don't want to be in when you don't have control of this bottom lane. So pushing in right now is going to be Lionspeed, but they're pushed back by that Riptire, pushed back by those blades from Zul'jin. And this fort's still going to remain in possession of Dread Pirates as these are active. Malthael's all by his lonesome. Zul'jin here channeling as well. This is 10 shots threatening. Sapper's coming down as well. And then they might even be able to get on this ETC. Here comes the rotation on a pale horse. Bat Mary trying to get here in time. Can he make it? Stormbolt is good from Star Fox 64, but the ball's still wide open. Someone's got to pay attention here. It's going to be ETC checking the bush. There's the information now scouted out, but no one's going to be able to get here in time to make a defense, and it's just going to be handed over. 4 more shots, putting Lionspeed down to 5. They are able to get back this bottom fort. But there go those shots in, putting them down to 5, and now this is almost the final breath for them here on Towers of Doom. I'm surprised. I didn't see this Varian comp working out. But when you consider the fact that Lionspeed just can't siege in, they just don't have it. You saw how long it took for them to get back that bottom fort. I just don't see how they can keep up in this game. They are able to get a sapper there, but Junkrat from a range with these grenades are just getting stronger. Now sitting at 111 stacks on Taste for Explosion. Level 20 almost here. We'll see what direction he wants to go, but we did see he got the endless nades, which helps every time he hits these heroes. So stacking just gets that much easier at this point. And they have this huge lead. Varian holding the bush, finding a Murd, and this sapper camp can be cleared out before they can charge into this wall that's still sitting pristine on health, untouched the entire game, almost 14 and a half in on Towers of Doom. Here comes our 5th question mark alter phase. As Malthael and ETC, they're hanging out mid. We're on even talents, and it's desperation mode right now for Lionspeed. They can give up 1, but they can't give up 2, and they certainly can't give up any kills as Murden getting found in that bush by Varian. Bottom Shrine going to be starting to be channeled by Junkrat. Here's a Stormbolt barely interrupting, but Starfox now in a tough spot, has to use Avatar. There's the Riptire and the Stage Dive. Sir Stiggle's going to be safe. Big Wiz using the Stage Dive just to interrupt these channels, and that's not the first time he's done it this game. There's Barrier, great to keep Junkrat alive. Varian being slowed by that totem from Rhaegar. As the fight continuing on the backside, it's Falstad under pressure, but Varian can't do it by himself. Zul'jin starting to back up, still holding on to his Taz Dingo, now pressing forward. Ancestral used onto ETC. Here comes the rest of the fight, as that first channel was picked up by Dread Pirates, now just 1 away with the last rites. Almost finishing off Murden, but the Gust gonna keep him alive. Starfox and UMN Devo escaping, but is it an escape they want? I don't know. I didn't see this bottom one get channeled. Did you? How did it get channeled? Someone did it, and Murda missed it. But either way, we're still sitting at 1 health if you're a Lionspeed fan. But they're about to lose this fort. They don't have their ETC. And there it goes. Sapper still can be an issue. Checking on the boss timer, 2 minutes away. And there you go, Lucio back on a camp. The other camp just activating. Varian and Junkrat trying to hold this, and Varian's in trouble. I don't think he gets out of this one. 500 health, uses the shield wall, still backing up. Barrier as well, Stage Dive now. Big Wiz looking for the power slide, but he gets rooted in, doesn't have it yet. The Lurker trying to keep himself alive by attacking this ETC, says, come at me, bro. But he's still alive. The Lurker getting the heals, and finally the kill comes out, and it's on Rhaegar looking for more. Here comes Varian. Big Wiz in trouble. Gonna slide away. Double altar spawning. Dread Pirates looking at taking game number 2 just 1 point away. Sappers are here in the bottom lane, and I think they might just give it up. I don't think they have anything left in the tank. The Gust's gonna come out. Disintegrate gonna come out. Starfox low, 50 health, still alive, but Li Ming's down. Big Wiz still about to fall. There's the kill onto Muradin, and that's gotta be it. Game number 2 gonna go over to the Dread Pirates, setting up a game number 3 here in the opening round of the Division A Season 6 playoffs.
New follower detected.
Want to say thank you for that follow, Zray Ludd, and welcome to the match summary screen brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series and the leak above me, which looks like it may have spread, but it's not dripping currently, so that's good news. Game number 2 over to Dread Pirates. They took that considerably much easier than game number 1 looked in favor of Lionspeed. I mean, that was almost a complete domination. 80,000 damage from Slithering One, who struggled, honestly, in game number 1 playing that Zagara. A little bit more comfort that time, 7 kills on the Zul'jin. I also want to credit Junkrat, who got that Taste for Explosions pretty high at the end. I didn't see his final total, but it was starting to shred and definitely kept everyone from Lionspeed back on their heels. We're going to set up game number 3, be back in just a few moments, but hey, this is getting exciting. Opening round, and there's still more to come. Okay, we are back once again. I hope this microphone wasn't too loud for most of that. Probably was. I didn't ever lower my gain. You guys probably hated me that whole match. I think that's a better spot for you. But here we go. Game number 3. I'm in the lobby. Everyone's here. I know they're getting some pep talks. Big match. Big map as well. Of course, game number 3 being the rubber match here. Looks like our teams are ready now, so I'm going to throw my R out and see if we can get this final game number 3 started. Tomb of the Spider Queen will be our last map. Okay. Everyone get your energy. Regain your focus. We got a big game 3 right now. Number 6, Lionspeed, trying to take out number 3, Dread Pirates. It's going to be the Dread Pirates first to ban here. On Tomb of the Spider Queen will be that Jaina. We saw the ban come out in game number 2. Unfortunately, I didn't see the game number 1 draft along with you guys, so I don't have information there on who was banned in game number 1, but we've seen this Ana as well being banned by Lionspeed. I can only assume these heroes were banned in game number 1 as well because they didn't show up in those draft picks. So Jaina and Ana have been the focus tonight. There's a Stukov ban who made an appearance in game number 1 for Lionspeed. Now, final ban of the top half does belong to Lionspeed, but do they take away the Sylvanas again? We saw that banned in game number 2. Is that something that's a threat on Tomb of the Spider Queen? Might be something they want to think about if they thought about it over on Towers of Doom. 5 seconds to make that decision, and it will be Sylvanas as the ban. So a little bit of notebook help here. Appreciate that. Yeah, Richard, I think it was like some sort of ASMR going on with the water drops earlier. I turned up my gain on my Yeti and forgot to lower it. So hopefully your earphone, at least you earphone users, weren't too harmed by it. Anubarak makes it through the ban phase and is quickly picked up by Dread Pirates. And whoa, that might have been quicker. Diablo Medivh, and now that's a Portal Engage comp I like to see. Lionspeed trying to bring the big speed right on top. Big Red can be played by Star Fox. UMN Devo on the Medivh. Maybe this was the pep talk UMN Devo was talking about in the lobby. You're about to play a Medivh in game number 3 for their playoff lives, UMN Devo. Hopefully you got it in you here. Tomb of the Spider Queen going to be the map. Gul'dan, plenty of wave clear, and Blaze picked up here for Bat Mary. Still options at tank, I thought, but you do see the Anubarak and the Diablo being picked up, nothing being banned out, so they got 2 power plays here at tank on both sides. I'm excited to see those happen. The Blaze pick is a little bit too early, but you know, I like it. You get the bunker to help negate some of this Portal Engage, but Leyline Seal, I don't even know. Tyrande taking away more supports. Still no support on the side of Dread Pirates. And Ana already being banned out. Stukov already being banned out. Now 3 supports not able to be chosen. Potentially a 4th here if Dread Pirates want to follow suit. Nah, they're just going to take away the Hanzo. That's going to really limit some of this wave clear. Already having this Medivh, he kind of struggles unless if he's hitting his arcane rifts on top of heroes and the minions. Diablo, not really the strongest, not the worst either. They got to find something. This is Tomb of the Spider Queen. Wave clear is the name of the game. 3 seconds to find out who it's going to be. Greymane and Lucio. Taking away the Lucio, I like this. You've seen him the past 2 games being played by Mystic. But this time it's going to be Glaucus on the Speedster, skating around. Greymane, Lucio. Writing these in my book. Last 2 picks here for Dread Pirates. Zul'jin going back to its Slithering one. That was pretty impressive, honestly, game number 2. They're going to grab that Rhaegar who made an appearance on the other side in game number 2 for Mystic. So a trade of supports. But getting back on this damage that was so successful, I think that might be the exact recipe they need for a Game 3 victory, but I'm going to leave that up to you guys after we see this last pick for Big Wiz. 5 seconds left for Lionspeed to make this decision. What are they going to pair in with this Medivh comp? For the off lane, up against Blaze, they want the Arthas. So chat, final time for the evening. I got to ask you, who do you think's going to win? Hashtag DP or hashtag Lion in chat right now. We'll take a look and see what you think. Who do I think? I don't know. This Zul'jin was way too dirty in game number 2. I love the Gul'dan for the wave clear. This Anub'arak for all the engages they need. Follow up from Blaze. It's just all there. It's all kitted right now for Dread Pirates. I think they look good to move on, but I'm still interested to see what you guys have to say. Might be able to swing it and make it so Lionspeed has the favor. You know, caster might be a curse after all. You never know. No Lunara pick for Richard Gere. He was calling for it. The Arthas pick. I think the Arthas pick will be nice into the Blaze, but in the team fights, we'll see if it's enough damage. You know, they go with the double tank. They're going to rely a lot on the Medivh and the Greymane. Is the damage there? I don't know. You guys tell me. Game number 3, though. Here we go. Tomb of the Spider Queen on the left-hand side. We got Sir Stiggles on the Gul'dan. Mystic playing Rhaegar. Slithering one back on the Zul'jin. Bat Mary. First time we've seen him on Blaze tonight. And last but not least, he's been on tank. This time playing Anub'arak. It's the Lurker, ladies and gentlemen. The number 3 seed in Division A. Welcome to game number 3, the Dread Pirates. And over on the right-hand side, we got Lionspeed. Up front, it's going to be this Arthas, played by Big Wiz. We also see the Diablo by StarFox64. Patches on the Greymane Glaucus, playing the Lucio. And up in the sky, it's a bird. It's a plane. It's actually Medivh, and it's going to be played by UMN Devo. Ladies and gentlemen, Lionspeed. Level 1 talents up on the screen will be that Devil's Doom for Diablo. Love it here. Lots of globes on Tomb of the Spider Queen will certainly help, but it's a lot of mage damage. Maybe Spell Shield could be effective up against the Gul'dan. We'll find out later on, but it's going to be the Lurker in trouble first. Doesn't have a burrow charge that time. Here's a portal, though. They don't want to use that one. Just a little threat. But his first kill of the game, and it belongs to Lionspeed. A little bit of XP, but not too much. Certainly those kills help, but, you know, they're early game. You can't hate yourself. It's the customary battle at mid. It just so happens today we had a casualty. Gems are the name of the game here on Tomb of the Spider Queen. It's a big frontline Diablo, a big frontline Arthas. I think gem control should be easy for both sides because of these tanks we see and these offlaners being so sturdy. Here's a rotation coming, but not able to interrupt that gem propulsion. Our Lionspeed and Bat Mary is going to be safe behind the wall, looking back at mid and now pushing in up against this Medivh. Our Dread Pirates, a lot of wave here coming out from the Gul'dan. Of course, we went into Echoed Corruption at level 1, one of the best catalysts in the game, quite honestly. This thing is a menace, especially by the time you hit level 16. Gul'dan will be a beast. His wave clear early is more than enough to make sure they're staying ahead in these rotations, ahead in XP. But that early game kill, the difference maker right now, and it's actually going to be Lionspeed holding on to the lead. And once again, maybe the same situation, the Lurker in trouble, jumping in with that Darklight's Greymane, and there's the second kill on the Beetle, and maybe looking for more, our Lionspeed, but they're not going to get it. They just use this portal, they run away, and for the second time, they find Anub'arak. How's it happening? I don't know. You can thank Diablo for the most part, but Patches looking good as well. Playing this Greymane, and they hold on to 39 gems compared to their opponent's 29. So early lead here for Lionspeed. Now looking at the first camp of the game, it's going to be Greymane and Lucio, all by their lonesomes. Diablo still stacking gems mid, now holding on to 10 as Medivh eyes up top, trying to get this wave clear and some more gems for himself. Also holding on to 10 gems. The rotation's still very speedy from Sir Stiggles and slithering one here. And the 4-man rotation holding strong, really haven't broken suit the whole game. Even through those kills onto a Nubrak, they've stuck with it. They're trying to keep themselves in this game. Let's look at some of our level 1 talents. Only 4 stacks on Zoljan. That's, you know, kind of low, but it's a symptom of these quick rotations. They're not staying in these team fights long, so you really can't stack your auto attacks on enemy heroes, now getting up to 5. But it's going to be a little bit of a harder journey this time for Slithering One on that quest. Another quest of note is Medivh on his Arcane Rift, currently at 16 stacks. Of course, 1 death and he's reset, so you got to keep an eye on UMN Devo to make sure he's able to stay safe, popping out of bird form, interrupting this channel from Zoljan, now having to back away using a portal and the Force of Will. This channel is still trying to be spammed out, but now Diablo, he's alerted, Lucio's alerted, and Nubrak gonna have to walk up trying to escort, but Zoljan, he's giving up. He doesn't want to try anymore. No more hand jamming those in. Plenty of gems on hand for both teams, but neither side able to move on to the points yet. Pretty good defense. But with level 7 about to happen here for Lionspeed, maybe they start to get aggressive on the point. Still have probably about 20 seconds maybe until level 7's here for Dread Pirates. So they're going to look for an engage. It's Zoljan in trouble. Slithering One going to be able to back up Rhaegar nearby. Use that slowing totem to make sure everyone was able to be safe there. But the channel starting. Oh, not this minion boy. Glaucus interrupted by one little minion. It's still trying to channel, but here comes Zoljan starting to get the interrupts out on Greymane. Glaucus gets his 6 in, now at 25 total. Our Lionspeed, here comes a Nubrak, making sure nothing else gets turned in. I do want to show you guys bottom eventually, and it's actually a good spot because Arthas in trouble getting slowed here by Bat Mary and very low on health. Gonna have to hearth soon or at least get this Lucio to show some love. Now a Nubrak's here. Man, Big Wiz, you're in trouble. You got 24 gems on hand. This Jet Propulsion could be enough if he has it. There it is. Oh, just misses. Big Wiz will stay alive. Still holding on to those gems. Revisiting up top now. It's UMN Devo getting the last gems in. Oh, no. One short. Patch is going to have to turn in. Greymane looking for it and will get it. There we go. Red Webweaver's first to action. Bruiser was played at mid. Might get this tower down. It's very close. No, looks like the defense is there. And Red Webweavers. Too many W's. Will be spawning down these lanes right now. And here it is at mid. Dropping right after that minion wave's destroyed. So maybe a little bit of easy clear for Gul'dan. You see him dropping that corruption down early. Here's a charging in Diablo, finding Zoljan way too low on health to be in that sort of range. And Star Fox 64, all 3 kills can be accredited to this dude. Looking fantastic tonight. Really great job finding that one. And finding those kills early on a Nubrak, just as impressive. Now making the rotation up the top for Lionspeed, trying to get through these towers. They do, and Lucio, he's just hopping around. I don't know where Glaucus is going, but it's looking fun. Webweaver on about 25% health, about to be destroyed. Maybe the retreat path about to be looked at by Lionspeed, but they will get the well before that happens. Minion Wave also onto this fort, and they're pressing in. They say, hey, we got heroic talent. Smurda, you don't know what you're talking about. We want this fort. We're going to get it. Leyline Seal is here along with the A-Pod. That's going to be the threat. That's the combo that wants to come out from Medivh and Diablo, and we'll see if it can be played to any avail. Second turn-in attempt trying to happen back-to-back is an option, but it's got to be Arthas holding on to 35, so Blaze going to rejoin down here, making sure that's not happening. And thank God he did. Bat Mary there in time, interrupting Bizwig. No, it's Big Wiz. Leyline Seal hitting 3. Watch the A-Bot. There it is. Lock it in 2. A Nubrak was able to get out with the Burrow Charge, but Mystic might not be so lucky. He falls before level 10s here. Didn't have an ancestral heal to keep himself alive. Portal's played, but Arthur's not going to use it. He's got his ghouls out. Howling Blast connecting on Zoljan, who just got that Taz Dingo. Bat Mary making this rotation, but his Red Webweavers showing up here in the middle lane. They're also up top and down bottom. Can't forget about those either. Portal in, and a big stun on Zoljan. Slithering One in trouble, but tops his Taz Dingo, still alive for just a few moments. Now in the barrier, still alive, 17 health, does fall. The Patches, Greymane finding the kill, but now in trouble himself. Inside the healing totem, or excuse me, the boombox from Lucio. And everyone's gonna survive to get out. Great job there by Glaucus, making sure the team survives through that push. They don't get mid-fort, but they got a couple kills. They got top fort, and they're going to rotate to join it up here as well. Lionspeed taking a lead here after 2 consecutive turn-ins on shooting the Spider Queen. They're getting damage on this deep wall. There goes the turret. There goes the wall. This second turret, not long for this world. There it goes. Lucio still here to help escort on the retreat as the Webweaver falling low. They want to get this well, but they're not going to get it. And the retreat coming out. Patches on his mount now going through the portal, and everyone safe. Back to their Medivh, rotating on to mid along with Arthas. They're going to pick off this low-hanging fruit as well. Double keeps down in favor of Lionspeed, still holding on to 6 of their structures, but only 20 gems. Plenty of gems on hand right now for Dread Pirates, and with that top turn-in wide open, we'll see if that rotation starts to come out. They would sacrifice his bottom fort, but they would find themselves a turn-in. So here we go, the defense is coming. Jet Propulsion Mission Cocoon is out on Diablo, but they're going to break him loose very quickly. Leyline Seal only hitting a Nubarak, because I think this is a disengagement play. APOC wasn't used. There's Jet Propulsion turning around, and the Horrify on Arthas. He gets shielded, Force of Will keeping him alive, and the barrier. Has ghouls as well. He throws those down, getting a little bit of self-healing, as no one's going to fall. These teams are so tanky. Blaze, a Nubarak, Diablo, Arthas. You explain to me. The Cursed Bullet's going to do some work from Greymane, but outside of that, don't see a lot of it. It is 5 down, though, from Dread Pirates. Lionspeed winning all these fights, but now losing a turn-in and maybe losing souls on Diablo. Starfox in trouble. Jet Propulsion going to keep him here. Starfox low, 200 health, and the puppy gonna get his chow. Mystics finding the kill, resetting the souls on Diablo as these blue Webweavers about to spawn bottom lane. This fort not long for this one. There go the towers. Here come the Webweaver. Minions a little bit behind, but they'll be here in just a moment to help during this siege. Top is all the way back at the keep wall. I want to show you that quick. Mid about at midfield. This fort does have the eyes of Dread Pirates written all over it, and there it goes, fort down. Webweaver still healthy in the bottom lane. Those other 2 uncontested thus far as it approaches this mid fort. Dread Pirates looking for first keep of the game. They're here with a big push. And all their heroics back online, but they gotta pay attention. This Leyline Seal is an option. 3 seconds away from APOC or Lionspeed. Will he play it? There's the Horrify trying to kill Arthas early. Gets the Force of Will, still alive. The Burrow Charge on top as well. Leyline Seal hitting 4. Here comes the APOC. The bunker's down, but can anyone get in? They do. The Ancestral was used to keep Gul'dan alive, and Bat Mary, he's able to scoot away as the portal's down, getting through Arthas and Medivh. Diablo still low, getting corrupted by Gul'dan. He survives, and no one once again gonna fall in another fight between Lionspeed and Dread Pirates. Unbelievable defense that time by Lionspeed. They're going to lose 2 forts of their own, and now we're tied up on structures, almost tied up on XP. But Gem's still on hand. Dread Pirates looking for back-to-back turn-ins, and they're going to get it. Bat Mary with the last little bits. And there you go, blue team, back-to-back Weavers. As we're approaching our level 16 talents, this is a very crucial part of the game, as these structures are much easier to take down with the Webweavers. You saw the 2 earlier turn-ins from Lionspeed weren't enough to get through all of the forts or one of the keeps, but I'm convinced that this back-to-back turn-in might see different results here if Dread Pirates can have anything to say about it. They're slightly behind in XP. They are losing Webweaver bottom. They already lost the Webweaver top, but they still have one mid. Arthas going to start hearthing, leaving the remainder of this Webweaver alive. Medivh scouting it out, seeing all 5 heroes here, but they're already on the wall. Arthas showing up. All the heroics back online except Ancestral. But there it goes. Ancestral back up. Leyline Seal has been the lead off. We'll see what UMN Devo has. Where is he at? Do you see him? Is he in the sky? Yeah, he's in the sky. Here he comes, dropping out, only hitting Goldan, but that's a pretty good target if they can get him. There's the A-Puck. It will hit him, but he got cleansed. Sir Stickle staying alive, but Diablo back on top. He does get the Ancestral inside the bunker. Goldan hopping out with full health, but the damage still coming out from both sides. Oh, Medivh is down. He had his stacks completed, but it's going to be a kill there for Dread Pirates. They're still pushing right now on this. They might get more. Tastinko's still alive. He's not falling. Slithering one, finding a kill. Goldan finding another one. Lucio bouncing off walls to keep himself alive, but one keep down. Dread Pirates potentially able to close it out. Or not. They want boss. Maybe safer play. I don't hate it. Only at level 16. Maybe a bit early to make that push on to 4. But, I mean, they're scouted up here. They're only going to have 9 seconds for Diablo, 13 for Arthas. No Zul'jin to help on this, who's one of their stronger. Of course, but should be able to get it. Medivh going to walk up 3 seconds away from Leyline Seal. Maybe enough to slow down the capture. He does it. Here he goes, UMN Devo trying to get it done. Fortune well played as well. It has to use a portal to get out. He's still alive, and here comes his team. They find the kill on Rhaegar, but the boss has been taken away. The kill might be enough to help them, but this boss will be pushing. Medivh's going to get back in the sky as the barrier comes out from Lucio, keeping alive Lionspeed. They're only going to get the one kill, but what a play, UMN Devo. Not the first time tonight we've seen some flexing out of him. It was a Hanzo play in game number 1 that sealed it. And here in game number 3, that Leyline Seal on this boss might keep them in it just a bit longer. They're going to keep this top fort alive. Gonna be able to send Arthas down bottom as well to clear up these catapults. What a play there by Medivh. Would have been a little better. Not all the points. Didn't steal the boss, but we'll give you plenty of credit on that one, Medivh. Neutral camp still available. Blaze gonna check it. Will start it. Nubrak and Zul'jin gonna show up as well. Only 2 gems away right now are Lionspeed. They sit at mid if they can grab them. Diablo back on a full Soul Stone as well. As Lionspeed just reached level 18, just 2 levels away from Storm Talents. This map's starting to get very late game. They find themselves a bit of a struggle in the bottom lane. They still haven't gotten down one of the forts, so they don't have any catapults spawning here. Whereas Dread Pirates getting those catapults every single wave. And pairing it with that siege camp, a lot of work for Arthas to try to clear up, and he's going to have to rotate the mid to help his team because they got to keep this keep alive as well. Nubrak and Arthas just staring at each other through these vents, but they don't know it quite yet. We'll see if either wants to make the first move. Noob's just going to back on out. Here goes Arthas back to clearing this siege camp. Medivh overhead as well. That should be pretty easy clear at this point, as we do see Dread Pirates up top getting more gems for themselves. Still, let's do some quick math. About 25 away, 15 away. I think that's 15. Nope, it's probably 25. Don't ask me. It's 15. They're close though. 14? Okay, Murda, it's 15. But currently having enough, it is Lionspeed. They're wide open down bottom. Seeing that rotation up top onto the fort will give them space to get the turn in. Still 9 short. Big Wiz looking for it? He's got it. Portal's still there too if they needed it. Here we go. Red Web Weavers. Bottom lane's going to be way back. So we're not going to look at here. But mid, they have a bruiser camp. Top's also way back. So they're pot committed here mid. They got to make something happen with this bruiser. Will it be enough to get a keep down? They got to match something. They're almost at level 20. Maybe by the end of a fight here, they will have it. We'll see if they're patient enough to wait for it, but they have the ley line. They have the APOC. They don't need to wait. They just need to find the perfect line for that lift. Here come Lionspeed approaching this mid-keep wall. Web Weaver's here with them and a Bruiser camp. Sidewall down, Web Blast out. Bottom tower gonna be the focus first, mid-wall next. Still not a lot of aggression. It appears they're waiting out this level 20. Web Blast coming now. The target is a Noob, but still nothing. Medivh still in the sky, not dropping out quite yet. Level 20 is about to be here. Maybe a turnaround. We'll see if they want to. No, they just want to push up top with this Web Weaver and with these level 20 talents. It's going to be the Hellgate. We do see the Leyline Seal upgrade. That is Medivh cheats, and Medivh will be cheating. Quicksilver bullets there from Draymane. Here's the engage. The APOC came out first. Leyline a little bit late, and I don't know if I like it. I don't know if I like it at all. The turnaround not happening. The portal's been dropped, and the disengage is played. But Big Wiz, a little risky there, Arthas. Everyone's gonna get out, but not synced up that time. We're Lionspeed, and that was a pretty crucial fight. If they found it, they found a keep. And if they found that keep and some of those kills, it might have been GG, game over. See you later, BB. Level 20 is now about to be here for Dread Pirates, and this is where the game gets interesting because gem totals are always a consideration. And that's going to be the last gem needed for Dread Pirates. Now with enough gems on hand to find some blue Web Weavers. They already have one keep down. Mid keep pretty darn low. Top also without a fort, so could be pressured by a Web Weaver. No combo yet available. 18 seconds for the Leyline Seal, 24 seconds for the APOC. Lionspeed have to be patient here. But do the Dread Pirates know it? Do they know how much time's left? Can they get in here and find a fight before those heroics are back online? I don't think so. 3 seconds now for the Leyline. Under 10 for the APOC, and Star Fox playing a bit safe here, just keeping eyes on that turn-in, but knowing he can't take a fight until he's got this online. And now they're ready to go. We'll see if Medivh willing to pull the trigger. Big corruption there on Big Wiz. He's down below 50% health. Maybe gonna slow down the thoughts. Coming out of Lionspeed. Up top, the boss is available. Gems are also still available for Dread Pirates. But they're spread out on multiple heroes. That means they got to find multiple heroes to turn in. I think they're going to need a total of 4 different heroes to do it, which is not a good situation to be in. That's a lot of rotations and spending a lot of time by that point and a lot of time zoning. And I don't think you can do it up against this Diablo, up against the Darthas as the invade coming in. The cleanse is there on Sir Stiggles. He did have to use the Horrifier early. And here's a good barrier. Lucio going to keep him in here. The Lurker in big trouble. A Nubarak down. Still pressing forward with the Leyline Seal. Gul'dan captured the Hellgate a little bit early, though. Gul'dan going to survive, but not surviving his place. No more tanks left, and Lionspeed might be able to close it out here. They use the big damage. They find the big kills. And it's just Zul'jin, it's just Gul'dan, and Gul'dan no longer a quad kill, just the Zul'jin. Slithering won the last defense, a couple heroes pretty low, and he's gonna find Diablo, and he pops that Stinko, gonna find Draymane. What? Get out of town, and healing, what? Get out of, no! 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 What the fuck? I'm dropping an F-bomb. Slithering one. That was the hottest play I saw the entire season in Nexus Gaming Series. Deserves every single expletive in the goddamn book. Wow. 47 stacks right now on You Want Axe. Yeah, he's going to give you every friggin' axe he's got. Slithering one just kept Dread Pirates season alive. Boss on the map, heroes still not respawned from Lionspeed. That play might have single-handedly won this for Dread Pirates as they're on the boss. Zul'jin with plenty of damage for it. Medivh, you saw what he did last time. He's got to make it happen again, but he doesn't have a team with him. Can he have any sort of heroics? UMN Devo is going to have to do it. Really no option. He says maybe there is an option, Murda. Maybe there is an option. They're going to have to make a defense on this boss. It's a 22-minute boss. Keep wall still intact. Heroes all back up. They still have this combo with the Leyline and APOC, which they gotta land it this time. This is the last chance you have if you're Lionspeed. If you want to keep your season alive, if you want to knock out the number 3 seed coming in as number 6, here you go. It's all on the line, and I'm gonna leave it here with these heroes and these heroes with this one set. Resetting it. Is there enough after the kill? Without their Grey Mane, without their damage, how can they kill the boss? It's on the core. The shielding's down 75%. There comes the barrier from Lucio, trying to keep them sturdy as they try to kill this Anubrak. He gets the ancestral heal, and Zul'jin with the play earlier does secure the win here in the quarterfinals for the Dread Pirates. How did they do it? We gotta find out. I gotta talk to them about that final play. You're straight up not going to see a better play ever in Nexus Gaming Series. That might have been it. That might have been the best play ever in NGS. You be the judge back at home, but here we go. Match summary brought to you by Nexus Gaming Series. Shout out to everyone who showed out tonight. Holy moly, 11-11 was the kill count. Quite a thriller in game number 3. Zul'jin got stacked. Oh my god, did he get stacked. Here's your talents. As I'm going to try to lock down an interview here with someone from Dread Pirates. I want it to be Slithering One. Can I find him? I sure hope so. Can't message him. Who can we reach out to? Let's try Bat Mary. Oh my god. Wow. I don't know what you guys had to say in chat about that play. Holy god. I'm like still at a loss. Looks like we do have Slithering One on the way. Wow. Checking in on the leak above. If you guys are still curious back home, looks like it did stop leaking. There's a big wet spot, though. I'll figure that one out later. We do have joining me. Oh, my God. Hey, I gotta introduce you, like, gloriously right now, because I just told Stream that was the best play in Nexus Gaming Series history. Walk me through how you were feeling in the moment.
I was actually kind of calm. I hate to admit it, but like I don't really show too much emotion during stuff like that. But after it happened, the amount of like screaming I was receiving in my ear definitely put a smile on my face. But during that moment, it was just I didn't even notice the rest of the team died. I'm just like, okay, I got 150 stacks. Who can I hit? I saw the portals come up. I was standing in between them. I'm like, okay, as soon as someone comes through there, I'm going to chase them down. And that's when the Medivh went down. Didn't even notice the rest of them were a little bit weak. And I just kind of danced and it just fell into place that I still had my ultimate up. And they kind of overcommitted into that ultimate. And I was able to get a couple of kills for it.
My jaw's literally still on the floor. So much value there from Amani Resilience at level 20. The healing needed to finish off those last couple heroes. I don't know what you do with Zul'jin, but you did a damn fine job. Your team struggled pretty heartedly there in game number 1. But game number 2 and game number 3 with you on the Zul'jin seem to be the X factor.
Well, thank you. I really appreciate that. This team did a good job researching us because they constantly banned out a Sylvanas, which is one of my favorite go-tos and another one of those X factors that I can pull out. Just recently, I've been noticing people have been banning or picking Sylvanas, so I feel like I needed a second trick up my sleeve, and I guess you guys see it now.
A new
I want to
subscriber
say
has
quickly
been
in
acquired.
chat, Big Wiz, what a big sport tonight. Fantastic match. Courtesy to you for getting me to come out, and you're dropping subs like a madman. God bless you, and you know,
A new
Godspeed to
subscriber has been
Lionspeed during
acquired.
the off season. What a tremendous effort. Holy smokes, though. Let's talk about Dread Pirates, because game number 1, Dragonshire, it didn't look good, but really Towers of Doom, a different story.
A
You guys
new subscriber
dominated,
has been
and I mean
acquired.
dominated that bottom lane. There was really no way Li Ming could push in, and them having the double tank ETC Murd, and they just didn't really have the siege pressure. Was that part of the game plan?
A
just
new
like
subscriber
push
has
them
been
off, keep
acquired.
them back as long as you can?
100%. Our game plan going into that game was we're going to get bottom keep, we're going to take it, and then we're just never going to give it up unless there's a good reason. And we did give it up once, but we were able to see that, and we decided to take boss. So we gave it up for a little bit just to secure 4 extra shots.
And then game number 3. A game where you guys found yourselves
A
back
new
to
subscriber has
objectives
been
early,
acquired.
but you kept your wits about you. You made a defense up there in the top earlier as they tried pushing in with the remaining bits of a web weaver. You pushed them back. Then again at the end,
new
obviously the
subscriber has
heroics
been
that came
acquired.
out. But speak just a bit to the resiliency that Dread Pirates have, and will it be enough to move you past teams like Queen's Consorts and Nobo Esprouts here in these playoffs? Because
A
I mean,
new
those are 2
subscriber
really
has
solid
been
teams
acquired.
that played well in the regular season. Does this resiliency translate over up against some of those other teams?
We hope it does. We played against those teams consistently, a lot against Queen's Consort. We scrim against them quite frequently. The resilience, I mean, there is a limit to it, but I mean, that limit just keeps getting fluctuated week to week between practice. I don't know if that limit's going up or down every single week, but all I can say is if you base it off of our last week's games, you're not going to have a good idea of who we are when you come and face us.
Unbelievable set. It's a late night here on the East Coast, just about 1 a.m., but I am so glad I didn't miss this one. I'm thrilled that, like, this leak that's going on in my apartment right now, like, didn't make me miss
A
the
new
end of
subscriber
it.
has been acquired.
Thanks for coming out.
Congratulations to the Dread Pirates. Man, I got to give you a little bit of time here for some shout-outs. Yeah, really deserve it. The floor is yours, my man.
Thank you very much. I want to give a shout out to Lionspeed. You guys played incredibly well, and you did outstanding, and you did play a style that we are actually very weak to in the dive, and very good job at playing it. You guys played excellent. Also, shout out to every single Dread Pirate member. We were staying calm, collected. We didn't get... A game loss can easily send you over the top when it comes to just like tilting and just anguish, but we stayed alive through it. And honestly, just a shout out to everyone who made it to the finals, everyone we played along the way. Let's have a really good finals. Let's enjoy ourselves, and good luck to everyone out there.
Congratulations again, Dread Pirates, moving on to the semifinals.
A new subscriber has been acquired.
It's going to be a very lit semifinals. Let me preview that for next week. It's going to be either Nobo Esprouts or PFM meeting the Dread Pirates there. I'm excited for it. Maybe I'll try to cast it myself. But before I let you go, just one more congratulations.
Yeah.
Slithering one. Well done tonight.
Thank you very much, Merida.
All right, we'll see you soon. All right, Twitch, end of the road. Like I said, almost 1 o'clock here. I got to work in the morning. It's middle of the week, so only Wednesday. Once again, shout out to these teams. Shout out to Big Wiz. That was really huge, my man. I think that puts me over my goal. Obviously over the goal on the stream, but I had a further goal of trying to get to 25 for another emote. So, hey, keep your eyes out for another murder emote soon. Hope you enjoy the Let's Go. Hope you enjoyed the Globes. And hope you guys enjoyed the matches tonight. I've been Murda. The teams have been the Dread Pirates and Lionspeed. It's going to be the Dread Pirates moving on to next week. We'll see you guys soon. God bless, and see you in the Nexus.